Oh, Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this celebration on today, oh Heavenly Father. God, thank you for the ones that's in the midst. And God, bless those that came out to empower the young ladies that's coming, that's going to be on their way, and the ones that's here, God. Bless the ones that took the time out just to assemble themselves with us on today, oh Heavenly Father. And God, I want to thank you for my daughter, for the vision that she had for this event, oh Heavenly Father. And if she don't touch but one, it was all worth the time of coming out, oh Heavenly Father. God, bless her where she don't be discouraged, oh Heavenly Father. And God, send someone out so that they can be fed with what the speakers had to say on today, oh Heavenly Father. And I thank you in advance, and I ask and pray that everyone get home safe after this event. And I thank God for the road mercy on the way to this event. In Jesus' mighty name I pray, amen.
Now we'll have what the program is about by Ms. DM.
I am standing to let you know what the program is about, and as you can see, Ms. Alasia has already did a write-up, and it's called Sisters Keepers. And what is a sister keeper? A sister keeper is someone that looks out for the best interests of the other person. And her mission is to empower, to uplift, and to motivate others. Also, to create healthier, happier environments and families. So, that's the mission of the program. And I just want to expound upon that a little bit. I myself have never had a child. But what I have been is what the purpose of this program is. I've been a bridge for many. I don't think there's a person in this room that has mothered more children than I have myself. And in doing so, what I've learned is that not only was I helping the child, but I was helping the mother to grow and to learn. And then also, when I was invited to the event and asked to speak, I thought of one person, and she's not here today, but not only was she a single mother, but she was a single grandmother. And then after retiring, she decided to take her love for children and open many daycares. And in doing that, she had to pioneer through the city of Raleigh. And I don't know if any of you have branched out to try and start a business here, but they don't make it easy for you to do. And what she said to me one day was, I've already done it, and now I can share with others how to get it done. And that's the purpose of this program. We're going to come together with our experiences, our knowledge, and we're not going to be selfish as men before us have been. We're going to share what we have learned to help you to learn and learn. That's the purpose of this program. Now I'm going to talk about the organizer of this event. She's known as Lay. And not only did she organize this program, but she did so while becoming a new mother and also continuing to pursue her career. She is presently in school to receive her cosmetology degree, certificate, and she has overcome many obstacles. The way that I met Alasia was I went to work for her mother. And as I joined the family, when she had just one daycare, and her children were very young, and very soon after meeting them, she lost her mother, and she had two little children. And they looked at me and they said, well, I don't have a grandmother anymore. And I agreed that day to be their grandmother. So they call me grandma. And she comes to me for words of wisdom. She comes to me to give her inspiration. And she comes to me for counseling. And by her doing that, I'm always pushing her to be better. And something about Alasia, if I wanted to say something that would impress upon you about her character, is that she's always been a giver. There were many years for Christmas that her mother, who at the time could afford to give her children whatever they desired, Alasia had a unique desire. Her desire was to take things to the hospital and give to children that were stuck in the hospital. Her present from her parents, she would ask them to take her out to do outreach for Christmas. So this isn't something new to her, it's in her heart. allow her to be a part of your lives, I promise you that you'll be better for it.
So next we'll have Ms. Warren coming up and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Monique Bones. And I am a mom, a teacher, a wife, and a God chaser. I love God and trying to do this. So I'm grateful to be here today. And I love to just help other people in the kingdom and just encourage them. That's what that's all about, right? Being a sister's keeper. It's imperative that you don't give each other and encourage each other. So that's about everything.
My name is Dana Johnson. I am a licensed practical nurse. I've been a nurse for 17 years. I have worked in mental health for 6 of those years. Right now I'm a hospice nurse. I also own a home care agency and I'm a certified CE art instructor and a certified mental health coach. Monique and I are mental health coaches for our church. We got certified through our church. We work Deliverance Ministry. And the difference between mental health coach and mental health therapist is with the therapist, they concentrate on the past and the present. The coaches, we concentrate on the future. So we help you get aligned or how to develop yourself, how to just be there listening and help you move forward into mental health.
Let's clap for that real quick. All right, so January is Mental Health Wellness Month, right? So in January, you will see a lot of different things that will help encourage you to practice mental health wellness. So what does that mean? That means being intentional about your mental well-being, right? We hear about mental health all the time, about basic health terms that we hear: depression, anxiety, high functioning ADHD, bipolar disorder. All of those things are, relevant, and we hear about those things, but how do we work through them? Because 30% of Americans are diagnosed. 46% of Americans are undiagnosed with some mental health disorder, right? So that means there's a lot of us that have to operate or function through these mental health challenges with no outside help to get through those things, right? So it's imperative that we learn different ways to have good mental health. One major mental health challenge is depression. And then depression, when we hear depression, it's like, oh, I'm feeling depressed today. But it's more about not having a down moment, but having down moments. Just going through longer periods of time where you're feeling not motivated. You don't want to eat. You don't want to participate in activities. You're having trouble sleeping. You're having trouble going to sleep or staying asleep. You're feeling tired and not sleeping well. You also hear about anxiety. And I think anxiety is a word that's kind of being, you hear about it a lot, but what does anxiety really feel like? I think a lot of us experience anxiety more than we really know we do, right? Because we're doing, especially, Alicia's here promoting single mothers, right? Single mothers have to do more things. Mothers do a lot of things. So think about just your day as a mother, right? You gotta get everybody dressed, you gotta feed them, you got a husband, you might have to feed him if you're not his mother. You have to take care of yourself. And then where do you come in? Where does your mental health come in, right? It's normally at the very end of that long list of things that you have to do. So it's important that you take time to work with those things, and even you may feel anxiety through those things and not even know it. Your breathing, you may have short breath, you may be short breath, you may have tightness in your chest, you may have heart racing moments. Those are all symptoms of anxiety that most of the time we gotta push through because we got other things we gotta do, right? So it's important that we work through that. We got panic disorders, that's pounding and racing heart, sweating, trembling. We have those things. Then we have social anxiety. That's an intense, persistent fear of being watched and judged by others. I think that's another one that's a lot of times overlooked that we don't work through. And because we have those other things that we haven't really worked through, it's hard for us to really uplift and encourage one another because we're operating through those other things. So I just want us all to figure out what can we do to have mental wellness. And that is, you can connect with other people. We can start with this group here, being a sister's keeper. But in doing that, we have to be able to entrust each other with our heart and have a safe space. So be willing to have that space and that village, created, so that you can go and say, hey, you know what, sis, I'm really struggling this week. I've had a lot of things that I've had to work through, and I need some help. It's important that you're willing to connect and establish good relationships. It's good to be physically active. This is one that I struggle with because it's a struggle. But as mothers, we can count running around chasing the children because that's what we do. We don't count that as exercise. Being active is not only great for physical health but mental health as well. You can learn new skills, different things. I know, especially you would hear about during the pandemic when we were all home. So many people learn how to do different things because it was mentally challenging to be home. We had to be still. We had to be in the house, not going anywhere. So we had to figure out different ways to promote good mental health during that challenging time, because that was challenging. So a lot of people learn to do different things. Make t-shirts, make tumblers, make anything. I think I have looked on YouTube to try to do everything but do the house. And that makes me feel better, right? Because what do you do, right? You have so many things going on. And especially mothers, again, it's important to be intentional now more than ever about our mental wellness, because our children are dependent on us to be mentally well, mentally stable. Because if we are not in a good mental space, they're gonna feel that. They're gonna feel that, and that's gonna determine the day that they have. That is then gonna determine the day that their teachers have. So it's important for you to be mindful. Think of how you're feeling. Think of how you're feeling, even think of how you're feeling right now. And it's okay to sit, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let out the cares of the world that has tried to come down on you just this morning. And you will feel better just to release that thing. So, mental health wellness, find a skill, connect with good people, give to others. Like Alicia has, given to those in the hospital, giving to single mothers, and doing the things that she aspires to do. It's a great example of promoting mental wellness. Now we have that.
Mental wellness is important for our overall well-being. Benefits of mental health gives a sense of self-worth, dignity, belonging, problem solving, self-determination, tolerance, acceptance, and respect for others. And all those will help with realizing your full potential. Realizing, get a hobby, find something you like doing and sticking with it. And doing it every day, because that's what you like doing. Understand and feel good about yourself. You look good, you feel good. You go get your hair done, you think it's cute. I know I do. When I get my nails done, so just take this time out for yourself, taking care of yourself. Also, relate to others. Find others that's going through the same thing you're going through, so y'all can talk about, and y'all are on the same page about everything. Develop a good problem solving and coping skills. Find out what works best for you. If you get upset, what do you do? What can you do to help steer you in the right direction? Steer you in the right direction. And how to handle stress. What things you can do to help you handle stress. Other things, and Monique, she touched bases with most of these. Building confidence, identify your abilities and your weaknesses. Find out what you like doing. Eat right, keep fit. If it ain't ever 10, 15 minutes away from the kids, from the family, walk away, clear your mind, think about what went on during the day, and come back to it. Again, that helps with yourself. Make time for family and friends. A lot of times we're busy with work. I know I for yourself. That's the most important thing, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. You can't be a good mother. You can't be a good friend. You can't be a good sister or anything. So just making sure you take care of your full self. That's something I have to work on for myself. Create a meaningful budget. Meaning, you know, if you have money, you can get anything you want. How would that make you feel? I mean, it makes me feel good, but at the same time, your problems are still there. So just because you have it don't mean you can spend it on everything. Fix a budget, because if you spend your money on everything, you become stressed, worried about how you're gonna pay this and how you're gonna pay that. Have a budget, you know, and it ain't how much you make, it's how you spend. You can make $100,000 and still live paycheck to paycheck, because of the way you spend. Volunteer, like a lady is doing. It makes you feel good, volunteer for different things and giving away. It's good for your person. So accepting and giving. Gives, helping out, volunteering your services at the hospital, homeless shelters, that makes you feel good as a person. Find strength in numbers. Find your mother, like you have your adopted grandmother. Find the people that you can contact, talk to, that you can trust. You know, you can't go to everybody and talk to everybody about different things. You have different set of friends. I have a set of friends I can talk about anything. I have a set of friends who I just hang and do fitness stuff with. I have a set of friends I go on vacation with. Every friend is not for every situation and what's going on in your life. So finding a trusted person that you can talk and communicate with. And identify and deal with your moods. Identify what's making you upset. If you know something that's irritating you, that's making you upset, think about how can I get past this, because it's going to keep coming until you get past it. And also last but not least, learn to be at peace with yourself. Learn to love who you are, who you're becoming. Be at peace with who you, and it doesn't matter what people think around you, it only matters what you think about yourself. I have, and I'm gonna give it to a lady so she can post it, but I have, if anyone that's going through anything as far as needing therapy, someone to talk to, if you don't have insurance, I have a website you can go to. There's $25 per therapy session. Just say you just want to go one time and speak with someone, they'll take $25 and that's it. If you want to keep going each time you go, it's $25 and that's without insurance. And also suicide and crisis hotline. You can dial 988 and take text messages. You can call. However you communicate, but it's better for you to communicate. Okay, that's it.
So now we'll get into the refreshments in a little break.
This young lady, her and my son, she have actually had him in a lot of young entrepreneur events. And if you haven't heard her story, I'm definitely not going to tell it because I don't know how to tell it. But she's definitely going to let you all know the hard work and dedication she's put in. And y'all might look and say, well, good gracious, I don't know what you were she ain't 13. But listen, I'm gonna let y'all hear from her. So if y'all would please, Layla, OMG.
Thank you, Carla. Almost wanted to call Uncle for a second. But hey everybody, my name is Layla. How y'all doing? Y'all great? I know y'all just got food in your belly, so everybody's feeling good. But yeah, my name is Layla Quick. I am the 19-year-old entrepreneur and founder of OMG Lemonade. I'm also an empowerment speaker, pitch princess, and business coach, newly. My journey actually got started as a preteen, so I was 14 years old, and I just remember I was just going through my notes right now, and it was 2019, and so I was 16 at the time, and I was just like, oh my God, like my life has changed so much. So there's a story that I want to share with you guys because, you know, the success that I've been able to gain today, like Carl was saying, there was a lot of struggles and ups and downs that I was going through before I went through trying to get to the client. So I'm gonna share that note so that you guys can just see the perspective and just, if someone in here is going through something silently, they can understand that when you're going through something, it's not the end. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. So August 2nd, 2019, I wrote a note and I said, I've been feeling so empty lately, as if there's no type of real love in my home. Like everything's falling apart. There's no foundation here. It's like a puzzle. And the pieces aren't fitting. Like we all have the wrong parts to this family. Feeling shattered, feel like shattered glass. I truly believe that others' happiness spreads and affects everyone around. And it seems like how can you be happy when the people around you and you love are toxic and you end up taking on the extra baggage of the problems around you. And so that goes for trauma or anything that's happening around you. And even though I'm not a single mother, I definitely know that, you know, when you have challenges around you, how you can turn your pain into your power. So that was 2019, and that was like when my business was starting to just be a hobby, and I was making a lemonade in my house. And my mom had spoken over me, and she said, this lemonade is so good, you should bottle it up. So I literally went out and did that. But, you know, there was a lot of challenges that were coming up in my space and in my family where I would get distracted from, you know, actually pursuing my business. So after that, I just want to let y'all know that no matter what you're going through, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So in 2020, that was the beginning of my first event at the Black Farmers Market, and I ended up selling out of 100 bottles within the first hour. So that next year, God turned my whole life around, and my business started to take off. And every week that we would go back, we would sell 200, 300, 400, to the point where my mom had to turn in her car to get a company van. So your life can literally change the next year. But it was the work and the perseverance that I was doing that was allowing God to actually bless me in that season, because I would do a lot of writing and talking. How she was talking about mental health. I did a lot of mental health and a lot of healing, and I feel like that was the starting point of me actually becoming who God had me to be, and actually being able to hold the success that He was going to give me in the next year. So that's a little bit about OMG, and I also want to ask y'all a question real quick. That was my OMG side. So like the internal battle turned into me turning into my special side, which is the OMG side. It's the side of you that is the most powerful version of you. So that inner being, that intuition part of you. And so that was the part that I was bringing out. So I hope y'all are gonna be living on your OMG side, you know, not taking no for an answer, going out there, pursuing what you want, and making it happen by all means necessary. So.
Can you tell us about the products that you use in your
So OMG Lemonade is all natural, plant-based, fresh fruit and natural herbs, and everything is made fresh daily. So we actually use no syrups or artificial sweeteners. So what you're getting is pure from the source. Like the ginger, it actually helps your immune system, your digestion, and you got like a stomach ache, you drink some ginger, some pineapple ginger, it'll be gone the next couple of minutes, I'm telling you. So yeah, and then the mint, that one's also really good for you. It's good for your headaches and a lot of different things. But y'all, this lemonade, yeah, strawberry passion. We make it every day, so it's the real thing. Anxiety, and mint helps with anxiety as well as lemon balm. The herb actually helps you relax and just be at ease and stuff. So you are what you eat or drink. So find us on omglemonade.com and we can ship it to you, or you can order and come pick up at one of our locations in Warrensville at the Cupcake Fair. So you can come like throughout the whole week and stuff throughout the week. So yes, so back to the beginning of the story like I was telling y'all earlier. Okay, so yes, I started my business with $20 and a dream, and basically, like I said, in 2020 is when it actually transpired. I used my $20 birthday money to go purchase. I literally have the receipt, and I just got the other day to purchase bottles, and I had the mint out my garden and some lemons, and so I made it, and from there, I just took all the money and put it back into the company, and we literally went to the first farmer's market with my brothers and everything, and that was like the most unity that I've seen in my family in a long time. So just having them, by my side with my mom as well, which is a very important thing. Like you can't be a solo entrepreneur, and you really need the support from the people around you. And that was what I started to do, and that's when I started speaking, and my talent and gift of speaking started to pour out and give. And my mom would take like little videos of me in the car speaking, and she would post them on social media, and I would get a lot of attention. And so literally that $20 turned into 6 figures in 9 months, just from working hard and meeting people and grinding and networking and just like not stopping. So when you're goal driven, you're mission driven, you keep believing in what God has for you, and you get up every day as if it's yours, that's how you attain it. And you have to get the skill sets and the know-how, but you just gotta believe that it's coming. And so when you believe that it's coming, and it's gonna meet you on the other side. So
OMG side.
Oh, on the OMG side. That's where it's gonna meet you. So yeah, that's how I got into it, and then that's when I started pitching my business on Shark Tank, on Clubhouse. I met some people. And I just had a grassroots story, and they actually loved it and supported me. And that was when I actually was like, okay, let me keep doing this, let me keep speaking and empowering the youth. And not even just the youth, but I actually help young adults and other people start businesses and just teaching them, how to get out of their own way. Because a lot of times what's stopping us from reaching our full potential is the limitations that we place on ourselves. And so you have to have a limitless mindset, and that limitless mindset has to make you your goal has to be so big that it pulls you. So there's no limitations to what you can achieve, and you have to go after that thing like you have to want it so bad, as bad as you want to breathe. And so that's really how bad I wanted to win and how bad I still want to win. So that's why I keep doing what I'm doing. And when you serve from your gift and not just from a selfish mindset, like she was saying earlier, you'll see the abundance start to come. You'll see the things that you want, but it's important to give first, because when you give, you get. And it's like if you don't give, how can you expect somebody to be something for you that you weren't for them? So that's what I really like for sure. So, and same thing with Naomi, that was dope, but she wanted to give. So yes, that is a little bit about me. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me any, and we get it popular from what y'all want to know.
I got a question.
Yep.
You was on Shark Tank?
Yes, ma'am. So I was on the Shark Tank Clubhouse, which is an audio app. So it was billionaires, some of the top people in business in the world who ran a mini Shark Tank on Clubhouse. So there was 2,000 people in the room, and a lot of people were going up and pitching their businesses on there. And so I was 16 at the time, and I went on there and pitched my company. Everybody before me, they were giving constructive criticism, y'all don't come up here and not know your business and know your facts and all that. And so I went up there and I pitched my company, and I remember what happened was the lady who was on the stage, we actually took this opportunity. There was a lady on the stage, and when she said I wasn't ready to go on stage, it was a friend that we had just met, and she was like, okay, well, can we have your spot on the stage? And she was on there, and the girl was like, yeah, that's fine. So then she said, all right, I let a girl know it was 20 minutes from my house, so you have to have the phone that they're on is live to talk. So I had not even brushed my teeth, no lie. My mom ran around the room like, girl, she gonna let us on the stage, you gotta get up. I was like, okay, let's get up. And she was like, all right, I didn't brush my teeth, I just threw on some clothes, got dressed, went out the house, and I remember my brother and my older brother was like, where you going? And I said, I'm going to get my lady another opportunity. And he was like, okay, go to the lady's house. And she was like, she gave us the phone, and then my mom got on her app. It was like, it's time for us to pitch. She said, this is my daughter. And so I pitched in the room, and I learned how to pitch within 2 weeks. So there's a whole technique. And the guy on stage, Grant Cardone, he's a billionaire. They all loved it. And so basically, we ended up winning $10,000 because there was a guy named CEO back in Jay. He was like, since she's 17 years old, let's buy 17 bottles. Let's all buy 17 bottles. That was it. And then everybody on stage bought lemonade. I was just like, oh my God, like just like that, God has sent, you know, a blessing. God's right here. So that just shows you don't wait till everything is perfect. You gotta go get it how God is giving it to you.
Right.
You know, you gotta live it. You can't be like, let me go put some makeup on and brush my teeth. No, you are enough as you are. Imperfect. It's okay. Like nothing's perfect, but you're enough as God has called you for something. So you gotta go get your blessings. Like that song, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. That's how I got it. But no, yes. And go see it. But yeah, so that's how I got Clubhouse. I mean, Clubhouse Church. Yeah. And those connections have brought me really far now because now I have a network of people that I can reach out to and talk to, and they still check on me to this day and make sure that we have what we need. You know, we get the guidance and all that.
That's good, because I watch it on TV on Friday nights.
Oh yeah.
So I want to be, I'm curious how this works.
Yeah.
So that's very good.
Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Well, yes, guys, that's me. That's the OMG girl. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at OMG girl. And if y'all know anybody who needs mentorship or guidance, I'm here. I'm just a phone call, text away. Like, we're out of Raleigh, Durham. We everywhere. So we love you. So yeah. Thank you.
So what's next?
Oh, what's next for OMG Lemonade? For OMG Lemonade, what's next for us is OMG Lemonade is going to be putting itself on the map this year. It's going to have, well, we just launched one of our first, we're going to have multiple locations for the OMG Lemonade Fresh refrigerator. And what that's going to do is give people access to fresh lemonade every 3 to 5 days where they can come buy it in a refrigerator. And it's going to be like all over. We're putting them, our goal this year is to put them in like 30 locations. And another goal on top of that is to basically continue to go to schools and motivate and, you know, give them the mindset and the skill set that has allowed me to get here. And continue to motivate the masses, millions of people. And yeah, that's what we're going to go to, and that's what we want to do to accomplish. So if you see yourself in our vision, if you see yourself in this, hey, reach out to us. We're also creating more jobs in the Black community and changing lives one step at a time.
Thank you, Layla. And if y'all see any of her TikToks, and listen, it blows my mind just to see, you know, the age she was when she started the business and where she is now with the business and the different connections. Like, I mean, she was on the panel with Megan Good when yeah. So, you know, it's like, it's out there, OMG. It's out there. At this time, we're gonna do our drawing. How many of y'all like cleaning made easy? Yeah, cleaning made easy. The easier way to clean. Y'all know anything about that?
I know, but I put it to
But listen, let me tell you. Boy, we got my birthday twin in the house. And I mean, when I say cleaning made easy, man, listen, I don't trust anybody. And I tried her a couple of times. I done left my money around, guns, everything. And she just won't break from it. And I love it, boy. And listen, I ain't gonna tell the story, she gonna tell me. Oh, let's do this drawing. You ready to draw something? All right, what you gonna draw? Draw something out of that. That's it. Ha ha, Cheryl Gates. Now, this product right here, we on time. My birthday twin. And this young lady here, we got the same birthday. September 30th. So when they told me that, I said, I know she's special. Listen, hands down, she's serious about her business. I was thinking it was just a cleaning service. My wife was like, I got somebody that's gonna come in and make sure everything stays straight. And when she came in, I'm talking about organized, arranged, closets looking like, wow. And then turn around and she making her own product. We're gonna raffle this whole thing. We're gonna raffle one of them off now. The next one we're gonna draw after she tells her story. Anaya. So listen, there's some good stuff in here. Natural. We ain't gonna bring it in, we'll bring you out.
Natasha.
So listen, so how this work is, we're gonna get your information, get a good date for you, and we're gonna set up everything so you can take your family out to Concord, to the Great Lodge, 2 days, 1 night.
I'm the founder of Clean and Easy and A&M Body Care. Let me start off by telling you how I started Clean and Easy. So as soon as COVID hit, I'm just like, so what am I gonna do? I got 2 kids, by the way. I have Imani and I have Kanye. I have a 5-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You know, COVID, they get home. I'm cleaning up after them, trying to figure out. I'm sitting here like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of parents out here that's dealing with this same issue. That's just like, yeah, I can't do this. So I remember telling my grandparents, we started cleaning. And they was like, you ain't gonna clean nobody else's mess. You ain't gonna do this, you can do that. And I was like, why not? Like, you know, it's something that people don't wanna do, but I'm doing it constantly. So maybe, you know, I can make some money off of it. So first client, I started with a business partner. I had my first client and I charged her $30 for her entire house. And I was in there for 4 hours. So, sign me up. So she's my first client and she was also my neighbor. So, older lady. She was like, you know what, you come clean my house and if you do a good job, I'll hire you. So, I was like, all right, $30. Come in here. Mind you, I have never cleaned nobody else's house before. So, you know, I'm just cleaning my house, mind you, like, you know, it's just picking up this, picking up that, picking up this. I get into this lady's house and she has a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. 2 bath and 3-bedroom house. And I started cleaning. She started telling me spots I'm missing. You missing this, you missing this, you missing this, you missing that. And I was like, well, you know, I just thought I was coming in here picking up stuff and, you know, organizing, making it look nice and, you know, just getting it back together. She was like, nah, baby, you gonna clean, you need to clean. Like, you gotta clean like your grandma taught you how to clean. So, came back 2 days later, did do the work that I didn't do. And I ended up doing it and she was just like, you should have did this the first time. But the only thing is, it was just, I was just thinking that I was coming in there, picking up things, not thinking that I really had to, like, you know, make this life, her life easier, do things that she didn't want to do. So, that's how I started. She pushed me to somebody else. Met someone else, came to clean their house, and they like, wow, like, girl, you did this, you started organizing my seasonings, and you did this, and, you know, put polish on my floor, so it's word of mouth. Another person hit me up. My prices started going up. Like, one lady tell me, no baby, nah, this is a luxury. It's a luxury to be cleaning someone's, like, for someone that has somebody to clean their house. So I went up in price, and boom, started adding K off of Cleaning and Easy. I'm in these showers, I'm cleaning, I'm in the bathrooms, I'm looking at their sprays. I'm just like, they running out of stuff. Like, you know, I'm cleaning, throwing bottles away, they running out of stuff. I started So I had one lady tell me, hey, can I buy some of this stuff? And I was just like, buy it. Like, what do you mean buy it? Like, girl, just bring me some more. You ain't gotta buy it from me. And to the point that she started continuously asking me to leave. And she was like, I'm gonna just leave some money because I know you're buying products to make this stuff. Boom. She did that. Her name was Modesta Closet Boutique. Okay. She said, well, hey, why don't you make enough so I can try to sell it at a pop-up shop at my store? So I'm just like, oh, okay. We just make some little bottles and stuff, put some stuff together. Just, packaging stuff that I actually made for my kids. So, did my first pop-up shop, so I everything. They bought scrubs, lotion, they bought samples, everything, bought everything. So I was like, dang, I only got a business, I need to do something with this. So go home, buy me a printer. I buy all my bottles, not all of them, but majority of my bottles, I just start buying stuff. I went crazy with it. Everything, for a week, everything I was making from Clean and Made Easy, I was split with my bills and A&K. So, buying everything, made everything up to the point I'm like, let me make a website now. Let me do this. People started hitting me up from the pop-up shop. Hey, I remember you been in the pop-up shop. Had clients started requesting stuff like, hey, can you make scrubs and make it smell like this? So it just, when I say it grew, I guess it transpired from one business transpired to another business, and now I'm doing both businesses. So it's easy. I guess I can say my trials with it is just, getting everything in order. Like, I got kids, they got events, son plays basketball, daughter does gymnastics. I'm trying to, I'm 27 years old, still trying to be, and just, trying to keep everything together. So, I guess I don't really know what to say. My skincare products is all natural. It's based off of, household products or products that you can find in the garden or just stuff that is very natural to the skin that is not harsh. Because like I said, I use it on my kids. So it's like, it went from little stuff to big stuff. And if I trust it on my kids, I trust putting it out in the stores to anybody else. Clean and Made Easy, I guess I can say that the business just grew just word of mouth. Just being trustworthy, being nice, being social. Like I love the feeling of being able to walk out of someone's house and they text me and be like, oh, you did that. Like, you did that for me. Like, I was stressed and I was going through this and I was going through that, but now I come in my house, I ain't got to touch nothing. Like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I accomplished something. I don't know. It's my first time speaking on my way. So it's my first time speaking. I'm nervous. Any questions at all? Yes. Okay, so I started out having people work for me. And one thing I learned about myself, and I have to break out of it, that can't nobody run my business better than me. That's right. So it's like, I'm TV. Like I want stuff done a certain way. Like I want to leave that good feeling. So I want somebody just to, that's gonna leave that same good feeling. So I have people, like I pull in, but I'm so stuck into my business and wanting to strive that I'm right there beside them, right behind them. And I realize I do have to branch from that, but I just gotta find some trustworthy people that, that I feel like I can trust to send it to someone else's house. Because my name is all I got. So it's my business and it's gonna get there, but I feel like it is taking off because I do like commercial buildings, daycares. So I do little stuff and I hire subcontractors. So I feel like it is getting to that point, but it's also something that I want my kids to be able to keep it going regardless. If they want to hire people around. Yes. Card? Yes, I got cards. I brought cards. I also brought little samples. So do that. Everything else.
I'm really good at what I do. So, it's real good.
Thank you, Shai. Listen now. Me, it's very little product I can use on my skin. It's just, I don't know what happened. I used to be a tough little boy growing up, but as I got older, it seemed like the more these name products come out, the more my skin wanted to flare out. So it's me really, I'm stuck on one product. But when she said, when my wife said, well, she got some men's product too. And I tried that men's scrub she had and I seen it didn't break down. I said, yeah, we got something here. Again, she do have an awesome business. She does an awesome job. And not to take anything away from my wife, because my wife loves to clean. She do more cleaning when she get frustrated than ever. But for Cleaning Made Easy to come in and just take a lot of the pressure off of what she has to do, where she can focus on the business and what she has to focus on, it's an honor. And I love it. Cleaning Made Easy, I thank you so much.
I wanted to tell both of them, Layla, thank y'all. I'm inspired by y'all because y'all all pushing. And that's what made me ask Lasia to make sure that y'all came. If y'all do follow them on TikTok, they don't have just, you know how some young people get on TikTok and they just got all this stuff, just all this stuff. But when you look at them, they are very inspiring, especially for the young ones. And just like she said, for her, when she come out and she do services at our house, she's very good. She's very, very good and she's trustworthy. I never had to go home and worry about if something was missing, and I have a lot of items and I never had to worry about that with her. Every time the lady set up on that van, especially when she came out doing her lemonade, we was chasing that van. We was chasing that van down. But I want to just tell them to keep pushing. Really keep pushing. Because it will take you far. It'll take y'all so far, y'all is gonna need other people to be able to help y'all out. And the good thing is you got your mama there to support you. And whoever you linked in with to support you just as well. I would say, yeah, keep on pushing. And like I said, I was inspired. And I'm always thinking about the story because I was just telling my mom, look, make sure it's important that you tell her about you starting off with $20. And it's important that you say you just started off with a little, because I'm one that can say, when I started childcare, I started off with $300. And it's a lot when you get into childcare. And you definitely got to have a call, because some people chase a dream behind what somebody else can do. And if it ain't for you, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It ain't, you just wasting money. So I will say, I know that's called on both of y'all. And for us women, not even just the single moms in here, if you don't feel like cleaning your house, that's called her. Because not only just the cleaning, when I say the organizing, the folding of the clothes, just like if you go into JCPenney's or Belts, I'm talking about it's not no, yeah, it's not no little, just little. So y'all all on her call.
This young lady came in this closet that I used to look at. I hate to go in this closet. Man, when I went in that closet and seen how she had every shoe neatly, every shirt, every pants,
condensed down.
Man, then when I opened up my linen closet, got all my towels rolled over real nice. I got a walk in so fancy. Like this.
Yeah, it's like you're going into, like I said, it's like you're going into belts or one of them. The way they have it folded on the shelf. she's about the second one I had. I want the third one that I came across, but the one that I had the longest other than the one that had to go back home. I don't just send her, I wouldn't send her to anybody's house that they gonna treat her right. That's one of the things. That's if they ain't gonna treat her right, I'm not gonna put her even through that, because I look at it as just being one of my daughters, to be honest. So if y'all give her, just treat her right, and like I said, y'all will be pleased with the service. Y'all be pleased with the service. And I love you, Mom. That's the baby right there. And anytime I can support y'all, I mean, I really, really mean that. Anytime I can support y'all, I will do it. But always remember now, if I support y'all, y'all make sure y'all support somebody else. It's going to be very, very important, because it's going to be somebody out there that's going to need your support. Anybody come to me and ask me how I started my business, I always tell them God called me to do it, because that wasn't what I was thinking of doing, to be honest. And I will sit you down and take you through every steps and everything. If that's what you want to do, I'll let them know it's a headache. But I will sit you down, because I had a lot of people that came and sold it to me. And my godmother was one of them that didn't want to charge me at all. She didn't charge me for her time. And you don't get that much. Some people want to charge for every little thing. If they tell you how to do this, if they tell you how to do that, they want to charge you. My thing, the reason why I don't mind telling nobody, because it's for you, it's going to be for you, and you can't stop what I got going on. That's just how I look at it. So, and like I said, word of mouth and doing right by people. You can't please everybody.
That's right.
Everybody,
all money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. So some people's I turn down, we'll turn down at the center and say, no, I can have a whole house full of peoples over there at this center, but some of them I just say, if you ain't right, I don't want your money. It ain't worth the headache. It's not worth the headache. But what I will say, like I said, for the single ones, don't miss out and think that you don't have enough gift to be able to do something and take care of your children, because you're looking at where somebody else is at. You don't know what they had to go through to get to where they at right now today, you know. We all go through some challenges, but it's to make you stronger. I've been through a whole lot of them, and then, like I said, I'm a pusher. If you link up with me, I'm pushing, saying, hey, let's do this, let's do that, and if you ain't on my page, I can't fool with you on that level, you ain't on my page on that, but I am a pusher, and I always, especially our kind, even I'm not prejudiced, but especially our kind, I want to see us go to the top. I really want to see us go to the top, because at the end of the day, it's in us. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. And not just letting everybody else just be so above and we just back. You know, we got to step it up, and if we got kids, storing up for them. You know, making a future for them at the end of the day. So therefore, they ain't going for nothing. But when they see you working hard, they gonna do the same thing if they looking at you. And if they don't do it right then and there, they ain't gonna never be late, that they gonna catch up. My mother was an entrepreneur. And I hated it when she would want me to get up and go to the salon, and wanted me to get up because she ran a restaurant. I'm like, God, I don't want to do this. But when I look back on some things she pushed me to, I said, Lord, I thank you. Because I don't think, you know, I was one that hung out in the streets, and I don't think if she didn't push me, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now today, to be able to support my daughter, support my son, and see their dreams come true. Their dreams, that's what it's about. The kids that you got, you want to see them always succeeding and being better than what you had or better. And the one thing I teach them, don't go out here flossing and saying, we own many of cars, we do. But I always tell them, look, give. And don't go out here bragging on every little thing, because the same way we up here, quick as a second, it can be just like that and gone. So that's one thing I teach them, so they givers. They definitely are givers. If you ask anyone on, they are givers, and their nose ain't way up here. You'll be all right if you ain't way up here and get above. And I don't see that with you, and I don't see that with you. So if y'all ever need me, I'm here to support y'all. Okay?
And also let me say to my daughter, she acts so much like me. Continue to push, continue to strive, don't give up. It may not be how many you want to hear this time, I promise you, if you continue, God will open the door.
And it is another Ann Key kid.
Let's get to Mrs. Sports.
Ladybug.
Good. Don't let her use your food.
So the last giveaway consists of 10 Made Easy products. She has a bacteria spray. And she also have another lavender scent for your floors, to clean your floors and things like that. So this giveaway, I am going to give it to Diane. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting and motivating me. Thank you so much. I want to thank all of you for coming out and supporting on my first go round. I do plan on having this bi-monthly. So just as we continue to have on, we'll grow more and more. I'm not going to let anything stop me. This is my first rodeo, so this is a learning process. I'm just going to keep on going and be able to reach where I can reach and just keep on motivating.